Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send, and who will go with us?" And I said, "Here I am, send me." My journey to Open is very surprising, especially to me. I remember going to college and realizing that a lot of what I had learned in church didn't necessarily fit with the way I viewed the world, so I really took a step back from a lot of organized religion. My kids grew up at Children's Day Out here at FUMC Denton. We had great relationships with the staff, with the children's minister, but we just were not at a part of our faith journey that we were ready to make like a full commitment. When my daughter Sophie was in kindergarten, she became fast friends with a little girl named Kaylin, who part of the way through kindergarten year was diagnosed with leukemia. She was in the hospital for about 11 months. Pretty faithfully, we went to the hospital every single Sunday so that the girls could be together. And it was when she came home on hospice that Sophie started asking me a lot of questions that I couldn't answer. And so she wanted to start going to church. And I said, okay, well, how about we start with Sunday school? So Sophie and Jack started going to Sunday school, and I would walk over to West Oak Coffee and let them have an hour of what refreshed them. And then maybe after a few months of doing that, my friend Beth said, hey, they started a new service called Open, and I think it might be your jam. From the opening liturgy, I kind of released a breath of anticipation that I wasn't aware that I was even holding and started to relax. Within the first probably 30 seconds of Crystal's worship song, just waterworks, complete waterworks. I felt a sense of connection and home and hope that was like a physical weight being lifted off my shoulders. The sermon itself was really about our call to seek justice in the world. And I had never heard that messaging in any church I had ever participated at before. And then before I knew it, I was not only attending service every week, but I was also going to the small groups and just completely engaged and invested. This was the first time that I had experienced a whole group of people that believed in shalom and working toward it, practicing toward it together. The word shalom for me, it means holistic flourishing, and it means caring about your neighbor and loving your neighbor, but that it was also about finding the things that God has instilled in me, my own personal strengths, to help my community become a bigger and stronger and healthier place. My whom shall I send moment, I tried to ignore for a really long time. I went to UNT to teach nonprofit management and to work in community engagement, and was pretty comfortable there for a really long time. I tried to volunteer more. I tried to become more active in other ways and not really respond in the ways that I knew that I was being called to do. Cumberland had a national search to find the CEO position. I remember calling Jonathan and saying, hey, can we talk? There's this opportunity that I'm feeling compelled to go and try. And I walked out of there feeling like, okay, if I do decide to do this, if I decide to put my name in the hat, that I won't be alone, that I'll have really the entire community behind me helping me to do this work. After a 5-month process, I accepted the position. Here at Cumberland, we work with kids and families each and every day that have significant trauma. The kids that we serve have been removed from their family's home as a result of abuse or neglect. I see Shalom here every single day. The work that we do is about helping them to break those cycles of abuse and neglect and poverty and trauma, and to find within themselves some hope and to work toward healing. I feel very much like this is where I am supposed to be serving in this moment in time. Both Open and Cumberland, the journeys are so intertwined for me. It is hard to dissect one from another. If you look around my office, there are pictures of people that have led me here. There are notes from Lindsay and my other Open moms that are lining my shelves that say, you can do this. Open really taught me that we all have sacred worth and we're all beautifully and colorfully made. Now I understand that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to say, I'm not strong enough, but we are strong enough. I know what God looks like because I see him every Sunday. I look around this space and we legitimately are all doing the right thing even when nobody's looking. And I think that is what I've come to understand that God looks like.